Hello everybody, it's me John, aka Nosy, and I'm here for yet another Transformers review. Oh yeah, so today's review, as you can see by the title page, I'm none other going to be talking about Legacy Evolution Armada Optimus Prime. Roll the titles and let's get into it. Okie dokie then, so Armada Optimus Prime Legacy Evolution. Oh my god. It has taken me a while to get to this point of reviewing this guy. I've had this figure for ages. Probably coming up to a year now since I've actually got this. Maybe about a year or a little bit over. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of the Unicron trilogy. I know the Unicron trilogy has a little bit of a sour taste in. It's kind of like a mixed bag of opinions with the fans of Transformers, but the Unicron trilogy is part of kind of the starting point of where I started watching Transformers. The first show, I've always said this, Beast Wars is my G1. That was literally the first iteration of Transformers I watched when I was really young, about 5 or 6 years old. And then obviously after that we got obviously Beast Machines, and then RRD 2001, and then obviously we got, because obviously 2001, Robots in the Sky 2001 was obviously when it was like obviously anime, Japanese, and then English dubbed, obviously. But then obviously we got the Unicron trilogy again, which was also technically anime, Japanese. So obviously that's not the first time I've had Japanese. Obviously the G1 series and also Beast Wars as well. Obviously we got the Headmasters, Master Force and Victory, the Takara trilogy. And then obviously we've got Beast Wars 2 and Beast Wars Neo as well, which were also produced in Japan. But yeah, so getting back to the Armada, or the Unicron trilogy as we call it. Armada always has had a pretty interesting impact on me, and it still has. I still have a soft spot for this line because, the Unicron trilogy line, not every figure that has ever been released in the whole continuity of the Unicron trilogy line, not every single figure a part of the whole continuity has been great. But this, and also I would also say the Cybertron Optimus Prime. So Armada Optimus Prime and Cybertron Optimus Prime are probably my two favourites next to G1 Optimus Prime, obviously. But yeah, I just love those lines. There's some incredible toys in that line, and I also like the gimmicks as well. With Armada, it's the Minicons. And then obviously when you go through Cybertron, you got the Cybertronic key and all that kind of thing. But I just love the gimmicks on the toys where it unlocks other things. But unfortunately, this figure doesn't have, I suppose, well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't have a Minicon port. I don't actually see anything on there that you could actually put a Minicon on. There doesn't seem to be anything on him. But this is his cab, so this is Optimus's cab mode. He absolutely looks amazing. Very nice, clean truck mode. This is very close, very close to the original Armada toy. Obviously, there's some slight design differences. The only thing with it is the golden fists when he's in, obviously they're his combined mode, when he combines with his trailer, they are visible. That I wouldn't be surprised somewhere out there that there's maybe an upgrade kit that covers those up. If there isn't, maybe they need to do one. It just takes you out of the illusion that he's a robot in disguise when you've got big giant. I know the whole point is that when you marry him with his trailer, you don't see them, which I guess is the point of why they did that. But still, but yeah, but get what can you do? I mean, obviously his robot mode legs always has been. What can you say about Optimus at this point? But yeah, very, very, very nice truck mode. Just a very, very nice. I just love the look of the cab mode, or the cab. The chimney stacks. Lovely, lovely colour combination. You've got gold, blue, red, silvers. Really, really, really nice. Absolutely awesome. So I'm going to show his trailer. So here's the trailer. Now this is one of the combination modes, if you can call it a mode, which is kind of like, you could call this kind of like the RV mode. Like when you see RVs where they have like extended panels that come out the sides, like the big ones in America and such. That kind of get that vibe from this. So basically, this is kind of the traditional kind of cab, the trailer kind of what you would say kind of look. But obviously, this is how it was done, put together, when it was in the box. So it actually has the ability to flat pack in on itself for it, to be put in the box and everything. But obviously, it needs to be open, like I had it originally, in order for this to attach inside, which is obviously the hitch point for attaching to the truck, to Optimus. So it also has, let me take the gun off. It also has a battle station mode, which when it comes to Optimus, by now you should know that. So I think what you need to do, let me try and remember now. Yeah, I thought to just stop and do it, the trailer mode, because otherwise this review is going to be too long. But yeah, so this is essentially from images. This is kind of the battle form mode. It's basically basically what you do is you basically just lay out the sides. These are obviously the sides of the trailer. They just literally just come out. You just unpeg them, and they just come out nice and straight flush like this. And then you pull up the trailer hitch here. So to finish it off, you get this, which is obviously his big cannon gun. It basically just goes like that. Basically, long stop, And then you just post it into there, the trailer hitch, which then finishes it off. So let's just straighten it out again. So you've basically got this big ass, weird monstrosity thing. This is, it's just a play factor really, this whole idea, which is cool. But yeah, so it's obviously reminiscent to his G1 side as well, because obviously his trailer in the G1 toy, converted into that battle thing mode. Armada was pretty much G1, but it was just kind of upscaled visual on the designs. So there's this mode. So yeah, pretty cool. So I'm going to put this to the side for now, and then we're going to come back to Optimus himself, and we're going to transform Optimus. So to transform Optimus, much more simpler and, well, it is a very easy thing. It's just, I haven't transformed this thing. I've literally transformed this guy like twice off camera. First things first, pop that off, which you don't want to do, and bring to the side, like so, and then the front grille will then unpeg, and you just bring it down, like so, bring it up, and then it closes in, which obviously is his chest. Then the sides, which is arms, you pull out where the chimney stacks are, like so, up and out, bring the whole, this then releases the whole front end of the cab, comes down, like so, you just kind of push it down, and then rest the arms like so, and then completely pull down the arms, like so. And then obviously then also reveals his head. And then you basically then just bring out the fist. Oh no, the fist is already out. You just need to twist that. Yeah, just need to twist the fist around, let's remember now. So that's his arms now done. And then what you do, these wheels you bring down, the swivel, just kind of post into sides, again, down, like that. And then you split the legs. And then what else you do, these flappy bits, you basically just unpeg and bring up, and then it kind of also makes sure the pelvic area is properly, because when you part the legs, like, you know, it does come unpegged. So this bit obviously needs to stay as is. But then obviously once you free all this up, like the side skirt and everything, that then kind of frees up the whole leg joints. So then what you do for the last bit, now that you've done that, is you bring up you sort the foot out, which is, how do I do that? Oh yeah, bring up this tab, like so. See the tab there, you bring up, pop it up, close it back down, then brings up the foot, and then we have it. Yeah, so that is him now done. So there is Armada Optimus Prime in his normal robot mode before he combines with the trailer. This is a very, very nice robot mode. Very, very nice figure indeed. Just so cool. Very reminiscent of his original toy from the actual Armada line. I really do love this figure. It just brings back so many good memories of the toys. I never actually had an original Armada Optimus. I need to get an original Armada Optimus so I can compare them together. I've got Armada Megatron and Galvatron. So I need to get Optimus as well to go alongside the original one at some point. But it really is a lovely, lovely, lovely figure. So yeah, I love the combination of colours again. The whole grille area, front end of the truck, got the lovely gold accents in there, and on the arms, on his head, you know, signature like bit on the forehead there. Really, really nice figure colour combination, just so cool. And then obviously articulation, you've got quite a massive range of movability, arm swivels, elbow, all the usual jazz, but head ball joint, and you got, have you got the, yeah, kind of a little bit of pivot, and then leg, knee, and then you got, see, foot tilt, and lovely ratchety, clicky joints. Yeah, so you've got a nice range of articulation on him for sure, so you can get some nice poses out of him. And obviously he comes with his signature gun, massive, huge gun that he can wield in this mode if he wishes, but this is actually his combined mode weapon as well, because it looks a little bit better in his combined mode when he's holding it in that mode than it does. And also, if you notice, it does have two holes. Maybe you can see it if I could put it in the light. It has two port holes either side of the weapon. They are designed for his chimney stacks that are also his weapons. They can actually peg into either side if you wish, which is actually kind of cool. That is actually more for... You could actually do that for his combined mode as well. But it's also kind of for his battle-based mode, which I showed you with the trailer. You can actually plug this in, obviously on a port, and then plug his chimney stacks into that as well. So it's kind of like a secondary big weapon, as well as a big cannon thing, or rocket launcher thing. So yeah, so that you can do that as well, which is pretty cool. That you can sort of put them in there as well to make a bigger weapon. So yeah, so I'm just going to plug it in there anyway, regardless. So yeah, so very, very, very nice. So that's that. So now we need to combine him with his trailer to make the full combined mode trailer Optimus Prime. So let us do that now. What I need to do now is, we're pretty much there. Obviously, what I've got it in this mode here, I've pretty much got it where it needs to be. I just need to configure it in a different configuration, if I can remember how to do so. Okay, so like I said, you sort of just bring the legs to, obviously, like that, and then bring down the feet, which just come out like so. Now what you do is twist this bit right round 360. So he was in this position originally, see? So you bring it up, twist it completely, and then you put it in this position, and then that then allows you to bring this up like that, which then sort of finishes off the backpack area of his combined legs, and then that then releases everything, and then these flaps with the Autobot insignias on sort of just rest. Then this bit, his turret thing fell off. But yeah, so this thing stores there like so. Yeah, so I think it kind of roughly goes in to this combination. I think you just sort of rest this gum. I'm not getting it completely perfectly right, but it doesn't really matter. But there's a few different combinations that you can do. I think you can sort of do it like that, but it looks really, really stupid in my opinion. So what I prefer to do is kind of bring it down to about there, and then sort of just, you know, well, to be honest, I take this thing off because it's annoying. So for me personally, I take this off because it's annoying. So now it looks a little bit better. It doesn't have as much kibble, in my opinion. And then this bit, this comes down like so, and then that releases, and then obviously, well, not releases, but you bring that clip out, bring this back up, and then obviously when the cab goes in there, this sort of rests there as well, so it looks a bit cool. So yeah, so that's pretty much his legs for his combined mode done. So now we come to this guy. So now then, I think we sort of semi-transform him again. And then so you basically just have to transform Optimus back into truck mode, kind of. kind of reversing the process again. So you bring these up so it kind of hides his rubber mud head side a little bit like before, and then you just sort of bring these up and out the way, and then you collapse in on themselves his arms again, like so. So they kind of just close them in, and then you're supposed to just swivel his fists around as well. What you do now is the chest comes up and the grey bit underneath then separates, and then you twist them out like so, and then that gives you the full reign of these. Just sort of bring them outwards like so, and then you bring it this way up. So what you do now is his normal legs and everything, you just sort of, what am I doing? So you kind of bring these up into this position, sort of like that. Yeah, that's right. So sort of rest them like that, and then they're supposed to plug into little ports on the sides. Yeah, so I've got it right in the right position, so they sort of plug in there. Then these come down like that. Yeah, you just bring it down, and then the actual combined mode head is in there, so you just bring that out first, then collapse it back in, and then that's that. So the normal rubber mud arms just sort of go into there and put, port in, and then to finish it off, and as you can see now, this is now all opened up, and you see there is two things, and they go into the legs, obviously. So to finish it off, I need to do the arms. So it's a little bit fiddly with these. It's an interesting thing. So to do this, to release the golden fists, you have to bend the foot inwards. Yeah, inwards, and then that releases the foot. If you do it any other way, it won't release them properly. You twist the arm round. Oops. So the truck wheels are on the outside. Now you can, obviously, there was originally in this position, or this position. It's up to you where you want those to go. I don't really mind either way, but yeah. And then that is practically this all done. And then the last thing to do is bring out the side things of his rubber mud head and just bring it up a bit more. That's better. There we go. And that is that done. So now what we're going to do, make sure those panels are together, that's right. So now what we're going to do, marry the two bits together. There we go. And just marry them together. You just add the click, bring down the red flap at the back, and there we go. So there we are. So there is the combined mode Optimus Prime with his trailer now combined. And doesn't he look awesome? He just looks amazing. He really, really is nice. He's a nice size figure as well, really quite large. Obviously really quite large. Yeah, he's a big boy in this mod. But yeah, he looks really, really cool. Bring down the side skirts a bit better. So yeah, very, very cool. Very nice. Now, obviously, with that combined mode head, obviously very, again, reminiscent to the original toy. They did quite a lot of the design of this. And it is a very nice head sculpt, I must admit. Look at the back. You know, it's quite flush to a degree. And yeah, lovely combination palette again. You know, now you got the red there and the cab. It is a really, really nice figure, and it does go together, and it is quite well designed as well with the transformation of it all. But yeah, so again, articulation. Once these are not quite pegged in correctly. I don't know why, but anyway. But if it's plugged in correctly, you've got full lovely ratchety joints as well. Really lovely ratchety joints. Yeah, lovely. And then there's no waist articulation. Oh yes, there is actually. Yes, I was fibbing you. Lovely. Waist articulation. Knee. Oh, sound of that. Yes. And obviously foot pivot. So yeah, you got full range of motion again. Lovely bit of articulation and display. You know, you can get some nice poses again. Absolutely fantastic figure. It really, really, really is. Such a cool figure. And then, I mean, this obviously I took off as you saw. I mean, if you wanted to, we could probably close this up. Close it up like so. And if you wanted to, you could probably, yeah, I think you can. No, you can't hold it. It's a shame. You could have thought it could have. Does it plug in anywhere? No. Oh, it plugs in on the back. So I suppose. Yeah, oh, it plugs in at the back, which is a little annoying. But yeah, I thought you could have literally you could have used it as another gun to hold, but I don't think you can. That post there, the trailer hitch doesn't quite fit. Anyway. And then you bring his gun back into it. I've noticed as well, mine, unfortunately, it's not doing it on the review, but this fist, if you notice, is a little bit looser, a lot looser actually, compared to this side. This is not as bad, but this side is, yeah. It came like that when I got the figure. It just, unfortunately. But anyway, so this, he put his gun in his hand, should I say. And then, there we have it. Isn't he awesome? Such a nice figure, really great articulation. It is just a lovely updated homage to what was already a great toy, but it really, really is cool that they're finally giving some love to the Armada toy line again after all these years. It really, really is cool. Yeah, also I forgot to mention as well, when I had him in truck mode, his original robot mode, before you combine him, he actually has a matrix with him. So if you open up the panel, there's like another panel in the grill, and you open it up and there's a little matrix in there, which is really cool. I forgot to show that, but anyway. But yeah, very cool. Thank you so much for watching. That's been my review of Transformers Legacy Armada Optimus Prime. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I will be back with more reviews very soon. Thank you ever so much for your support, and as always on the channel, it's always awesome, always appreciated. So thank you for watching. I'm going to go and enjoy your weekend, everybody, and more reviews coming very, very soon. So thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye.